it's that sweet time of year when there doesn't seem to be a shortage of candy.
Which is my favorite part of it. But how can you enjoy the sugary holiday and still be healthy? Well, nutritionist Dr. Laura Christoph, she's here to show us the keys to a healthy Halloween so it can be had.
Yes, it can be had, but it takes a little bit of restraint and a lot of preparation on the parents' part, that's for sure. So first off, portion control is the big thing. Your kids are going to go out, they're going to get candy, probably a pillowcase or two full, depending on the child, right? And then more candy is probably going to come at school as well. So the real key is to figure out a way to portion control that candy throughout the day. The American Dietetic Association recommends that we have no more than 100 calories of added sugar throughout the day, and that added sugar means through candy. It also means through any added sugar added to processed foods that might be hidden, like in pasta sauce and salad dressings and those sorts of things. So 100 calories of added sugar is a very small amount. So it's around 12 candy corn.
Oh, this is it right
here. This is it, one of these choices. A peanut butter cup has around 80 calories or so. An Almond Joy small fun size bar or Whoppers have around 75 calories. So
and this is per day.
Per day. So really the recommendation is to maybe have one piece per day. But less than you would usually have is a good goal too. So we have around 200 discretionary calories a day or so, and those discretionary calories are calories above and beyond the food groups that you meet each day. So you might be able to use some of that for the discretionary calories, but I would say no more than 2 pieces of candy or so a day, and then really making sure you're taking care of those teeth after you consume the candy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, good luck telling your kids that.
So maybe you should have them go trick-or-treating with a Ziploc bag.
Yeah, it could be good. They can portion control as they go. Put them in individual Ziploc bags. Another option, for a conscious parent who might be sending Halloween treats to school or something, if the kids are having a Halloween party, is to try to include some non-food items. So that might be a small package of crayons with Halloween colors, could be some stickers, or one of those little iron-on tattoos or something like that, some pencils, some fun little colored papers, maybe a bouncy ball, something like that. So things that are fun and not necessarily food related can be fun ways to experience Halloween, but not destroy the teeth and the diet.
And you could probably hand those out too if you wanted to. You could be those parents, but you're helping to save kids a little bit.
It's true. It's helping to save kids a little bit. I always fear that if you try to give things out that are too healthy on Halloween, then there's some backlash with egging the house and things like that.
No, I had a dentist on my street, and he would give out toothpaste and toothbrushes every year, and I hated it.
Yeah.
But then I always loved the house that gave me full candy bars, but that's probably not a good idea.
I know. That's about twice the day's amount, the full candy bar.
There's got to be an exception on Halloween, though. Maybe 3 pieces of candy.
Yeah.
They definitely go overboard. All right, so that's a great tip, Dr. Christoph, is to hand out something or give something that's not necessarily full of sugar.
Right. And then there are other ways that you can experience the sweetness of fall naturally as well. I know we're talking a lot about apples today, and having some fresh fruit, and here apples are grown locally. We have a lot of different fresh fruits and vegetables that are grown right in Western Massachusetts in the fall. So what better way to spend some time with the family to get some physical activity than go pumpkin picking or apple picking, and then make some things out of those different products that you pick.
And you have some of those examples right here. So what are these? Because they look great.
Yeah, so if you're making a jack-o'-lantern, you always dig out the middle of the pumpkin, you dig out those seeds. If you wash those seeds off, boil them for about 10 minutes, put a little bit of salt and pepper and a little bit of olive oil on them, and put them in the oven at 350 for around 10 minutes, you have some nice crispy pumpkin seeds that have a little bit of a chip type of taste to them. So
I'm gonna try one of those.
Yeah,
I've never boiled mine.
You haven't? Yeah, it kind of makes them a little bit crispier when you boil them first.
It does.
Wait.
Mine have never tasted this good before. All right, you're not leaving with those.
Okay.
And let's talk apple chips. What are those?
Yeah, so these are actually dried apples. If you don't have a dehydrator to dry your apples, it takes a while, but you can put the oven on around 200 degrees. Put a little put a little cinnamon on the apples and then just put them in the oven on a pan for around 2 to 2.5 hours. And they dry out and they taste like dried apples instead of the apple chips.
And it's a good snack to get your kids, obviously, to eat something healthy, but for you too.
Right.
For those parents, you're not, I always go for the candy, so.
Exactly.
Well, the thing is, it's easy to go for the candy too, but if you have these already made, you're good to go.
Yeah, so if you have things available that taste good and that are fun to eat, and that kids have taken apart in making themselves, that makes such a difference in, wanting to eat those pumpkin seeds that they dug out of the jack-o'-lantern themselves.
Absolutely, and Dr. Christoph will be keeping with the healthy theme, which we always do with you, and make another tasty treat later on in the show.
Yep.
Looking forward to it. Thanks so much.
Coming up